What's going on, collectors? Optical 20 back for another video. So today we're going to tackle Marvel and what's the future holds for Marvel as far as Hot Toys pre-orders are concerned. Because let's be honest, I think the last Marvel announcement, we're not counting the Venomized figure here. They are Marvel, but I believe it's Captain America, like the Avengers version. So everything's up in the air with Marvel as far as Black Panther 2, Endgame. We don't know what Phase 4 is going to be. There's a lot of uncertainty, and me being a huge Marvel fan is, just wanting more from Marvel. I don't even know what I wanted, but I'm gonna give you my list on what I think Hot Toys would do as far as satisfying the Marvel fan base that they do have. This is not a wish list. This is more like what makes sense in my mind would Hot Toys do as far as Marvel fans. All right, so for my number 5, this would be pretty easy. Mantis. They already not announced her, but kind of teased her so many times in conventions, in toy fairs and whatnot. And you're gonna tell me, hey, you know what? Not everything that they show in conventions or toy fair gets made, which is true. However, they already showed Mantis in some promotional shots like this with Captain Marvel. So I don't doubt that she's going to be made at some point. The only question is when. But I think she's in the pipeline. No doubt she's going to come out. Part of Endgame. So I think we will get her. Another person on this screenshot that I think we're going to get made is Scarlet Witch. Right there on the back. Believe it or not, Hot Toys does watch the aftermarket prices. And they see this Scarlet Witch from Age of Ultron is skyrocketing. At least not the Age of Ultron civilian version, but this version. I believe it's what's on Civil War as well. So there's a lot of a lot of buzz around here. A third party even made one of these things, and Hot Toys always want to capitalize on those. And I think it's easy money. They didn't change the sculpt. I believe in here. They just changed the hair color. The outfit, doesn't need a whole lot of changing here, and I'm pretty sure it's still gonna sell. Even if they release this exact thing, what they could do to improve this, to avoid any criticism, is give her light up hands, sort of like Captain Marvel, and give her light up eyes. So I think those two, kind of like Man of Steel, Superman from Justice League, you get those two, slap it with $274 price tag. It's still a lot cheaper than if you are hunting for that Scarlet Witch on eBay for that Age of Ultron special edition one. So I think this just makes so much sense for Hot Toys to release her. And also, they already made a prototype. So I'm just throwing the light up functionality. Even without those, I think it still would sell. My number 3 would be Taskmaster. Now, I haven't seen the movie Black Widow. I don't think anyone has, unless you're an insider from Disney or whatever. But he just looks so damn cool, man. Regardless of the outcome of the movie, I think they're going to release Black Widow individually. But, I mean, look at this guy. He looks like the guy from Crysis video game. So, I think he needs to be made. He's a cool-looking character. I don't mind, if he's not die-cast or whatever. But look at this guy. I mean, he needs to. I mean, if Hot Toys is just looking for a character to do, I know they have a hard time pulling the trigger on some villains. They teased that guy from Age of Ultron as well, or Civil War, but they never made him Crossbones, so he might suffer the same as Crossbones. But I would love to see him made as well. I think it makes sense. I think it does. Again, it all depends on the movie, but I think it does. And my number 2 would be Hulk from Avengers. They've already started a process with Captain America. So, we've never had a real Hulk, so to speak, since Age of Ultron. And that was a while back, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Those who are new to collecting, they're hunting for those. And what a better way to get another Hulk out there for around $374 than to do a throwback Hulk. Because he does have some pretty good screen time in the movie. When he was talking to Doctor Strange's friend right here, I forgot her name. But yeah, I mean, throw in the updated head sculpt. Give us 2 head sculpt, one calm and one angry Hulk. And we'll call it a day. slap a $400 price tag on it like Thanos, and I think it's gonna sell. Easy money for Hot Toys. Reuse the old body if you want to. Just maybe change up the color a little bit. Just the head sculpt. Update the head sculpt. Use the head sculpt from the Professor Hulk that's about to come out, because I mean, Professor Hulk has a lot of impact on the movie, but that's not the Hulk that we want to display in our collection, especially if you're just new to the hobby. I already have the Age of Ultron Hulk, so if I get Professor Hulk, that's okay. But imagine if I don't have the actual Hulk. I mean, I'd rather have a Hulk than a Professor Hulk, to be quite honest with you. And my number one would be Spider-Man 2. Now, this is like a cross between wish list and possibility. This screenshot right here is from the game Spider-Man, so they could use that. I could care less if they put a Tobey Maguire head sculpt. I just want this suit right here. I'm a huge fan of the movie Spider-Man 2. I missed out on the original Spider-Man 2. Those are one of those things where it just never spoke to me back then. I didn't like the proportions. I always thought it was gonna be made again. It never was. I even missed out on the black Spider-Man, and they were selling that black Spider-Man suit back then for like $170. And me being the dumbass that I am, didn't get one. But I'm not gonna make the same mistake. If they release it, whether the video game character one or the movie version, I'm definitely gonna get one. I think this is the perfect time to make it. Just time it to the anniversary. I don't know when the anniversary of Spider-Man 2 is gonna be. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be 20 years old or something. But like I said, I'll be happy with the game version. The eyes are not. You don't need to swap out the eyes because he doesn't have that functionality. Just give us a bunch of webs and like a platform, kind of like in the first release, and I'll be totally happy with it. Again, you don't need to give us the head sculpt of Tobey Maguire. Just give us this. I mean, if you can put a head sculpt, that would be even better. But I'm gonna be happy with this. To pair it up with the Doc Ock that's about to come out with Toys era, man, just perfect timing. So let me know what your list is. So these are my top 5 that I think that makes sense. You know, even the Spider-Man 2, if you base it off the game, they've been coming out with game suit anyway, so I think it's gonna be a huge selling point for them. But you know, let me know if you disagree with my top 5. If you have your own, list it down in the comments down below. And again, thank you for watching, guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and also on Twitch. And also, this figure, some of them are still available at Big Bad Toy Store. So if you plan to get one, I'll put the link down below. But again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.